Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video, we're going to be doing a detailed comparison of the Air Travel Pack 2 and the Able Carry Max. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so we know to keep making them to help you find the right gear. Let's dive in. All right, so we have the Air Travel Pack 2 on the left here and the Able Carry Max on the right. The primary material inside of the Air Travel Pack 2 is the 1680D ballistic nylon, that's Cordura. And then we have the X-Pack version over here in the Able Carry Max backpack. Now, if you're looking at the size of these, the Max looks a little bit smaller than the Air Travel Pack 2. So just to give you a quick size comparison of the way these look next to one another, I'll do that. Air Travel Pack 2, quite a bit wider. It's a lot more boxy. You're gonna be able to maximize space here. The claimed liter amount of the Air Travel Pack 2 is 33 liters, whereas on the Able Carry Max, it is 30. And I think you're gonna be able to fit a lot more into the Air Travel Pack 2, but the Able Carry Max is a little bit more streamlined. Let's talk about the harness system. So before we go any further, I just want to say we have full reviews of these both over on the website. So Air Travel Pack 2, Able Carry Max. We'll leave a link down in the description below to both of those. If you want to learn more details in this comparison, I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible and not focus too hard on the individual details because the reviews will cover that. So starting off on the back, there is a small tab up here in the Able Carry Max, which I like a lot if you want to hang it up. And then you also have a grab handle at the top. So I like to have that versatility. You know, if there's like a hook in the bathroom, stall at the airport or something like that, it's a little bit easier to kick it on. And then the Air just has this thick handle at the top. So you can see the difference. The Max is quite thin, Air is thick. They're both very structured. They're comfortable and soft to grab, but that's a big difference there. Air doesn't really have anything on the back. Likewise, there is a luggage pass-through. The Max is about 2 times the length. It's similar soft seatbelt-like fabric, so a lot of similarities there. The straps are similar too, though I'm gonna say that the Able Carry Max's straps are a little bit more robust and thick and cushiony than the Air Travel Pack 2. None of them have load lifters. I didn't really feel like either of them need it, though sometimes the Air one can sag a bit, the Air Travel Pack 2. But I think it's, you know, you can load a lot in it too. It's totally borderline. I mean, around 33 liters, I don't really think it needs one. But your mileage may vary. I think 35 and up is when I start to look for load lifters personally. Sternum strap, you've got, I really like the Air one a lot better. Now, with the Able Carry Max, it's positioned a little bit lower. So for me at 6'2", even putting it at about this height, maybe a little bit lower, it was still hard for me to get it exactly comfortable like the way I wanted to. But I do like that we have this X-Pack over the top to hide that. And that's just gonna be a rail system. Air Travel Pack 2 uses pretty much the exact same rail system as well. On the Air Travel Pack 2, you got a little plastic D-ring here to hang stuff. Able Carry, you've got this Hypalon loop with their branding on it as well. Pretty much the same exact plastic hardware at the bottom here. This is Duraflex on both of them, I believe. Yes, both are Duraflex, same hardware. So that's at the bottom. The Able Carry Max has more of a robust strap keeper though. It's like kind of this thicker elastic loop down here at the bottom, if you can see that. And then Air has a pretty standard elastic loop that a lot of brands will use. So it matches quite similarly. There's a space for a hip belt on the Air Travel Pack 2. So that comes with it. I really, really love this hip belt. I think it adds a lot. And this is also why I don't think you need load lifters, because you slap this thing on and you're good. Nice and comfy and good to go. Don't have one with the Max here, but there are 2 little loops here. So I'm wondering if you could put one on if you wanted to. We don't have one with our version, but maybe they'll come out with one, or maybe they did. Just doesn't come with it. Now, as far as the back panel and comfort goes, I'm gonna give structure overall in this bag to the Max. I mean, it's got a relatively It's just got like, due to the X-Pack 2, it's got a little more structure to the bag itself. And the Air Travel Pack 2 can form a little bit to more what you put inside of it. There's still a back panel here, but as far as structure goes, it's the Able Carry Max, which isn't necessarily a good thing depending on how you pack it. But the foam here is just a lot more dense. The Air Travel Pack 2, it's a little bit softer as well. And both of them have mesh for added breathability, and you got this kind of channel down the middle. So those are some similarities there. That covers the harness system. Let's flip onto this side. We got a handle on the Max, nothing on the Air on this side, except we've got these 2 compression straps. So this is what's so great about the Air Travel Pack 2 is you can compress these down and have it be a little bit skinnier and wear it EDC style. Again, with that structure of the Max, it comes down, but it just starts to look kind of bad and crinkly. Whereas the Air, you know, it's not as round on the sides, so you can kind of get away with just having these smash up together, and it doesn't look too bad compared to the Max, which is kind of that size no matter what you do with it. Flipping it around to the other side, this is where we're gonna see the water bottle pockets. Same thing with the compression straps here. Air, I don't like the handle on this quite as much, the positioning, just because it does sag a little bit forward. You can see with the Max, it's kind of got diagonal. So you can, when you carry it, it centers itself a little bit more. So that's a little bit of a con on the Air. But I do like the external water bottle pocket on the Air Travel Pack 2. It's this mesh, it zips all the way down, and it's just really a pleasure to use. Able Carry will cut into the main compartment as well. So it's this interior water bottle pocket, but it will cut into that main compartment. So up to you whether you like that or not. It gives a cleaner profile on the outside, but it cuts into the main area as far as being able to fit some stuff in. So I think the use cases are different in some way. Like the Air gives you just really great options for one bag travel and really maximizing the space. Able Carry keeps things like very streamlined, but there's ultimately less space inside. And again, a claimed 30 liter and a 33 liter, I mean, I think there's a bigger difference than 3 liters. Air is a lot bigger. You can see at the bottom here, Able Carry has this lash structure that they use on a lot of their bags that kind of wraps around to the front here as well, but nothing really else going on. And then Air has the shoe compartment on the bottom. I believe we're one iteration behind on the Air Travel Pack 2, so sometimes they'll have these little eyelets here on the front that will just allow for some extra ventilation. So if that's not in like the Air Travel Pack 2.13, then I'm sure we'll see it in the Air Travel Pack 3 like they've done with a lot of their fit line. So that covers that. If we move over to the front of the packs as well, we've got that standard Air pocket down at the bottom. Some people love this pocket, some people don't like it at all. I personally am a fan of it if you get the right size thing in there. I think it's just a nice little dump pocket. Able Carry is gonna have that side pocket. And I just got some like kind of stuff in here to pack it out a little bit so it wasn't so saggy. You just pull that out. And you're gonna have a little bit more option in here. So you've got a key clip, and then you've got some like daisy chain webbing down the bottom. And then you've got some vertical mesh pockets. Personally, like when I'm testing bags like this, I don't really like, you know, if the bag is full, you're not gonna even be able to open it this wide, and you're kind of like digging around in here. First of all, sideways and then top to bottom. It's just like a little bit complicated. So I kind of like the Air. They're just like, just dump some stuff in here and you're good. Gonna keep it very simple. So I like the Air's front pocket a little bit better. All right, and then let's get into some of the other pockets here. So quick access pocket at the top of the Air Travel Pack 2, which is nice. That pocket's about that size if I just pull it out. Shove it back in there, close it. Really no quick access pocket at the top of this Able Carry, but let's take a look at the laptop compartments. I mean, there is this, which is the secret pocket in the back of the Able Carry, which, you know, check out the review for that, for information on that in the back here. Nice little ripstop on the back there, interior, and a little space to keep some secret stuff. Don't have that on the Air. But the quick grab pocket I like better on the Air. I just think there's more room, more flexibility. Gets a little crammed in the back of the Able Carry Max. So both laptop compartments open up. They have 2 zipper sliders. I'm just gonna open that up. Do that on the Air Travel Pack 2 as well. Gonna take out the compression buckle. Oh, actually, no, that's for the main zipper. We can access around it. All right, so they both end at about the same place down here, air a little bit higher up. They're both lockable YKK zippers, which is always nice for a laptop compartment. So you can see that little loop on the top of the zipper there. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna let you put a lock on it if you'd like. And this opens up pretty nicely. In the able carry, we've got a bunch of other like pockets going on too. This pocket leads into where the frame sheet is. And that's where that secret pocket is back here with the Velcro, another little secret pocket. I'm gonna zip that closed for now. We have a slot for the laptop, a slot for a tablet. I really like this stretchy mesh down here. It's really, really nice. And yeah, a little bit of like a skinnier pocket on the side here. I really dig that. And then you have this tech pocket up here on the Max too. Good size for like camera batteries or just little tech accessories. You could even shove in a slim pouch if you'd like to do that as well. So decent amount of organization going on inside of this tech pocket. Now for the Air laptop pocket, they keep it very, very simple. Again, I think we're like one iteration behind. I think they did add a false bottom in here. They definitely did. So they added a false bottom, which goes here. So there is a laptop pouch in the newer versions, but they keep it simple. Air has a lot of the organization on the front of the bag. So very simple. I'm gonna close this back up. It now has a false bottom, which is great on the newer version. All right, so I'm going to open up this front pocket. This is where a lot of the tech organization for the Air Travel Pack 2 is. I'm gonna open up, just the main compartment here, because there's not much going on. As you can see, there's no like front tech pocket. So on the front of the Air Travel Pack 2, we've got a divider pocket in the front here. You got a zippered pocket where you can add some stuff down to the bottom. This is where the key clip is in the Air Travel Pack 2. It's in a secure spot, but it's a travel pack, so you're not really gonna be accessing keys that often, more than likely. You've got some divider pockets here, just to organize additional items, little mesh pocket here, pen, pencil, stylus pocket down the middle, and then two divider pockets in the bottom too. All while this pocket has a little bit of leaderage on its own. So if you want to stick some stuff down at the bottom there, you can definitely do that. Now the Max doesn't have any of that at all, which I think is fine, but it's just something to note. So this is where all the tech organization goes inside of the Air Travel Pack 2, and that back laptop compartment's just very, very simple. Again, lockable zippers on the front, so you can lock them with a luggage lock if you'd like, just by, putting them together. Now let me unbuckle this main compartment, which obstructs access to the main, or the compression strap on the side, obstructs access to the main pocket here. Let me open this up. And we can just compare. Yes. So there you go. You've got some pretty deep and spacious area. There's like an internal slide pocket inside of the Max. We got daisy chains coming down. This is like a mesh, a little bit stretchy. Got some little toggle points on the inside here as well. And then this gusseted pocket is what we're gonna see come in if we put the water bottle in there too. Pretty simple. And then I do have some packing cubes here. I just want to show you how it looks. So I've got these packing cubes from Heim Planet. So if I put this down at the bottom and then these up on the side, you can see how those pack in. So it's relatively, pretty close to the top here. You don't have a ton of extra space. You got some space on the side here. Let's try it inside of the Air Travel Pack 2. So this is, a travel backpack, right? You stick those at the bottom, you stick this on the top, and there's quite a bit more room, as you can see on the top and the bottom. And maybe that's an exact extra 3 liters, but to me, the Air just feels bigger. It's also not quite as curved on the edges, it's more square. So I think you'll be able to fit more inside. And as far as the main compartment of the Air Travel Pack 2 goes and how it differs, there's really not a lot going on inside of here. I guess there's a tweezers that's been sitting in there. But there's not a lot going on inside of here. You kind of have this big empty area, and that's how I think the main compartment of a travel backpack should be. The Able Carry Max isn't too far off either, because they just have like some little options if you want to use them. So, but they're not getting in the way, except for the water bottle pocket. That's definitely getting in the way if that's used, or this side pocket. But I mean, if you're using packing cubes and you're really trying to maximize space, this is the way to do the main compartment of a travel backpack. And I'm gonna flip this around so we can just continue to compare. This is also where the Able Carry Max loses some organization space. So we have this pocket up here at the top to put things in there. There's a mesh pocket here too. But Air, I mean, they go the full width of the bag. And since the Max just has like a smaller front panel, it's a little bit smaller here. So just something to note. I mean, if you're like putting little EDC items in here, stuff you would take around every day, I think that's totally fine. But if you're bringing like socks and underwear, and this is where you're putting them inside of your travel bag, the Air Travel Pack 2 is just gonna have that so much better. And then I was talking about this in Pack Hacker Pro a little bit with one of our members who had picked up the Max, and they were like, yeah, it's a little bit tight for travel, and I agree. I mean, the Max is kind of an interesting size, right? It sits between, I think, an EDC and a travel bag. If you really have your stuff dialed in for travel, you're definitely good inside of a bag of this size. But if you are still trying to, you know, figure things out, this is probably going to be too small for you for most trips. I mean, your mileage may vary, obviously. The Air Travel Pack 2 is a better option if you're looking to maximize space and still have a low profile, or at least the option of one. And then yeah, there you have it. So we've got the Able Carry Max on this side and the Air Travel Pack 2 on this side. I hope this overview helped you understand these two bags just a little bit better. And please head over to packhacker.com for both of the full reviews if you want to learn more about either of these bags. We'll leave a link down in the description below. We'll see you in the next video.